100, 5, 100, 5, 5, 100, 5, 100, 5, 5, 100, 5, 100, the 5, 100, podcast, the 5, 100, podcast, the 5, 100, podcast, 5, 5, 100, podcast, the 5, 100, podcast. It's the FYE100 podcast. It's the FYE100 podcast.
I thought it was a game or something. Look crispy ducks.
Yes, sir. All right, man. What's going on, y'all? What's going on?
Woo!
We finna cook tonight. We definitely cooking tonight. So I want to shout out to everybody in the chat before we get all into it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes, sir.
first we want to shout out Ricky Webster, and he also came through so I can get my fish plate. You feel me? So I appreciate the $4.99 super chat, and for that we got something for you, my brother. So I do appreciate you for being here, and you always here and you always support. So you much
Thanks.
appreciated over here, man. So with that being said, let's get to that money.
Get to that money, let's 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 get to that eight, let's get to that money, 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 let's get to that eight, let's get.
Would y'all please block Sherelle?
Already. Jeez.
Coming in with the bullshit, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to J. Ali. Been rocking with her for a minute, man. Met her on a little podcast channel, and I see she gets around these YouTube streets. I don't mean that in a negative way, so I don't want to hear it, man. I do not want to hear it.
Thanks.
Shout out to Sherelle. And that 2007 Chevy Silverado she bought. That's an inside joke, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all we got in the building right now. But once again, we thank y'all for being here. So let's go ahead and get into it. So what's going on, y'all? It's your guy CJ100.
Your guy T is the FYE.
And we are the FYE100 podcast.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So y'all look, man,
Oh,
we gonna be
shit.
talking. What we got?
Shout out to Studio Plug
Oh,
Memphis, man.
give
in
it
the
up.
building.
Thanks. Hey man, one of the best producers in the city coming through, man.
Producer, engineer, business owner, all that.
Facts. Yes, sir.
If y'all don't know, that's what we recorded one of our, was it the episode?
It was two of them. It was the John with Rudy and Dangerous Coco,
Yeah.
and Juice 901.
And we did the one where we talked about, what was it? Talking points don't equal real life.
Yep.
Because we had the mural behind us. Yep. That
Facts.
was dope.
Yeah. So
Jay Ali, it's not really an open panel because we're talking about something that's personal. But once we kind of get through it, we got a little time. We'll let y'all up. But for the most part, it's gonna be us because this is a personal thing, and we wanted to speak on it because we've been for months. People have asked us to speak on it, and right now is the time to do it.
facts. So y'all, speaking of that, so look, we're gonna be having the conversation for the people that don't know, November last year we did a interview / podcast with Charleston White. I'm pretty sure everybody know who Charleston White is. If you don't, pull up his name, you will see everything you need to know. So we had this brother on, and we gonna give y'all how we met, what happened during the podcast, what happened after. So we'll just start at the beginning. A teacher at a school contacted Charleston, and our person that I knew worked there. I asked this person, would they be willing to speak to Mr. White to come on the show? And, that person reached out to him and he said, yeah, I do it. He was in the city of Memphis speaking to the youth, which was something we bigged him up on. And he decided to do our episode. Me and CJ had a little fracas before the episode, but
Right.
like men, we cleared it out like we always do, and we did it. So we really didn't have like a big plan for him or whatever, but we knew we needed to have a conversation. The brother was late. I'm just gonna be 100. We gonna keep it 100, y'all. Like we was set up, man. We about to order pizza and wings, watch a football game, and be gone.
Right.
But he ended up texting me and was like, "Hey, brothers, I'm on the way." So he pull up, and the funniest thing, he pulled up with everybody that CJ know.
Facts. Like his security was all niggas I played football with. My cousin played football. We knew everybody, so his security wasn't necessarily security because it would have been neutral if anything would have went on.
Right. And that
shit
was just fun.
That shit
That was hilarious, bro.
because it changed the whole mood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, man, we end up getting the podcast started. Now we gonna show y'all clips of the podcast. So CJ, you can go ahead and kind of Get them ready.
I'm pulling them up now.
Yes, sir. So y'all, we'll be giving y'all clips of how this podcast went. We'll be giving our opinions on some of the things we agree with, some of the things we didn't. So my boy already got them up. So y'all, we gonna get into our first timestamp of the FYE100 podcast and the Charleston White episode.
Yep. So he was explaining here why he came in, and we'll get to that. So let's go ahead and roll.
Facts.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy CJ100,
Your guy T is the FYE.
and we are
The FYE100 podcast.
One pause right
now we
quick.
got
One pause right quick.
special black man in the building
Yes,
today.
sir.
Man, it don't take no shit off nobody.
Facts.
Speaking.
I just wanted to pause to let you all know. As you can see, we have evolved greatly from that episode.
Nigga,
Woo!
rough sledding, nigga.
Man, my boy had to cut and edit the hell out of this to get that shot. But
Yep.
we did it, man. That just show y'all we came from humble beginnings and it's only up from here.
Facts. All right, let's get to it.
Yes, sir.
His mind
Yes, sir.
and keep it 100. So we got to have him on the FYE100 podcast. So what's up, bro?
Yeah, man. What's up with it?
The guy Charleston White in the building, man. Come on.
Come on now, it's a big move, man.
Yes,
So
sir.
what bring you to the city, man?
The kids in Memphis.
Mhm.
I was looking through my messages, and I get 1,000 messages.
Yeah.
I bet you do.
Yeah, I get 1,000 messages. So I was looking through my messages, and I got a message from a school teacher,
Okay.
and he was explaining the conditions of the youth, and he felt like that they could benefit from my message,
Okay.
the things that I say. So
Yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button as you come in the building too, man. Don't treat us like the side chick, bro. Hit the like button.
Facts. And Sherelle, Charleston audio was low. It ain't just the video. So if we
Yeah.
can turn it up, we will. But it was
We
was learning back then. Come on,
yeah,
man.
we was rookies in the game.
Facts.
I got a kick in my spirit.
Okay.
when I
He
read
gets
it,
louder,
I
though.
got excited. So
Facts.
I immediately responded. And normally, it you can't predict nothing like that, homie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's no way for me to have saw that message.
Right.
It's so many messages.
Right.
So it's almost like I go any, many, miny, mo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit ain't funny
so I
this soon.
responded. I told him, yeah, man, I'm down. I'll come. I thought maybe he was trying to book me.
Yeah.
I thought maybe he was trying to book me.
Mhm.
And so when he
Black
replied
man,
back,
shout out to you, bro.
spoke on the phone. And, just the sincerity of his voice, and then just the thought of a elementary school teacher. And so it's my belief that if we start working with children at the adolescent age or the pre-adolescent age, then we don't wait it too late.
Mm.
So if we really want to change the trajectory of the black community, you gotta fuck with the mothers that's going through prenatal care,
Mhm.
and you gotta fuck with the babies in elementary, 3rd, 4th. We gotta start where the prison statistics start at 3rd grade. The 3rd grade.
All right. So I want y'all to notice something because it's going to be relevant later. He's fine with using statistics right now. Now, further along in the conversation, if you're paying attention, you'll see why I wanted to bring that to a head. But as far as what he's talking about right here, we supported it.
100%.
100%. He wanted to do, some things in the city for the youth, and he reached out to a school teacher that I personally know. I won't say his name. I think he already did, but he came through and, blessed the children with his presence. And I don't actually know exactly what happened there, but I know it didn't turn out well on that end either, so just kind of want to put y'all on game with that. Then we can go ahead and skip forward because the introduction is pretty much.
Yeah. So y'all know the reason why he was in the city.
Mhm.
Just like CJ said, we was with him 100%. He even mentioned Dolph, the passing of Dolph and wanting to give back to the city of Memphis by speaking to the youth.
Yep.
100% on board with it.
Facts. Had no issue with it at all.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this next part is, he kind of explains why he started the work, and this is where it kind of we getting into the meat and potatoes already. It started quick.
Yeah.
And sowing to the kids in the city.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that we believe a lot of OGs don't come back and do. And
or even understand
right,
that it's
right.
necessary.
Yeah, it's a very necessary thing to do because, like you said, you got so many young men, especially,
Yeah.
they don't have nobody to look up to. You know, all they see is the rappers and the ball players.
Which is interesting because that's what put me on to you. I think the first time I saw you was you doing, I don't know if it was Vlad, but I know you were talking about people smoking dead ops.
Yeah. That was Say Cheese TV.
Yeah, say
Okay.
T. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
shout
And
out.
I thought that was an important message that you put out there, basically talking about what's her name, Lashana, Duck Mama,
Yeah, Duck Mom.
and you were talking about basically she begging and pleading with y'all to stop disrespecting the son after he's already been killed.
With the industry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. And I we've talked about it a lot. Actually, when we talked about the dog situation, we talked about our culture and how, we complain about white folks, but
Yeah.
all our music is murder, death,
Uh,
disrespect.
I had when I spoke on it, I had just became aware of the young kid Tuka.
Okay.
yeah.
So
Tuka.
I knew nothing about
Yeah.
Tuka, right?
Yeah.
And so I saw a documentary of it, and so I realized that Tuka wasn't a gang name.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
That was his family name. Like my family name is Blue,
Mm-hmm.
Charleston Blue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So a lot of people think that's a gang name. That ain't my gang name. That's my name as a child, as a
Yeah.
baby. Before I even knew my real name, most of my family members thought my name was Blue.
Okay.
So when I found out that Tuka was a family name, uh, I don't know how I ended up speaking with his mother. So when y'all saw me on the Say Cheese TV interview talking about that,
Mm-hmm.
I had spoke with Tuka's mother by way of FBG Duck's mother.
Okay.
Uh, so to speak with these ladies and get the backstory of who these young men were.
So we definitely want to highlight this because we came into this with positive intention.
Facts.
And even doing this, we're not trying to necessarily trash the brother. We just highlighting some behavior. But I want y'all to notice that the way this tone started off, like, with asking questions and, trying to get an understanding of the man. Fuck the character.
Right.
We wanted to understand Charleston White and what his message actually was. So I just wanted to highlight that.
And brother, I wanted to say we wanted to be able to help that message, and we wanted to help his as well. You
Mhm.
know, that was one of the things, like he said, if you know the FYE100 podcast, these the type of thing that we speak on. So we really believe that we were messing well. As y'all will see, the mess didn't stay.
Right.
And I'm gonna say kids because they were kids. Tuka was a 15-year-old
Right.
kid who got
Right.
killed at
Right.
the bus stop.
Mm-hmm.
Chief Keef and all of them were friends, and he was the charismatic one. He was the one all the little girls like.
Right.
Uh,
The character.
yeah, the character.
Yeah.
So he was the one. So when he got killed, he wasn't a gangbanger.
Yeah.
He wasn't a rapper. He was a 15-year-old kid at a bus stop with two female friends.
Mm-hmm.
And got his life taken.
Yeah.
So for the hip hop industry, the hip hop labels, your Jay Z's, all of these major name people to understand that this name is no character,
Mm.
and for everybody in the industry to be saying that,
Mm-hmm.
not only black people but now white people saying it,
Right.
your little pumps or whatever.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Now you got white people saying this, homie, and that mother. So for that's a spit, and so no one's saying, hold on, homie, let's not do this for this.
Right.
Now a nigga playing street, okay, cool.
Mhm.
Grown nigga playing street, but we talking about kids. So that's when y'all heard me spoke on that. That's what I was speaking on. So
Mhm.
when I got introduced to the internet world, homie, I was defending children.
Right.
Even my video where I was pretending like I was calling the police on the Harvey Street Crips and the Bloods.
Yeah. I
Even
saw
in
that
the,
video.
even e- even in the video, you hear me say giving kids fentanyl pills,
Mm-hmm.
guns, giving these. So you hear me advocating for kids.
Right.
Uh, it's always advocating for kids. When you hear me talking about rap music, you heard me talking about Pop Hunter. He was a
Right.
13-year-old kid. Homie.
Yeah.
So you heard me advocating for kids. So when you got a teacher like Mr. Wallace, who go beyond and beyond his job, over and beyond his job
Right.
duty description, right? So it's
So for the most part, that's what we wanted to show there. You got anything else you want to say on it, bro?
Nah, we really just letting this plane take off to show you how this interview started. We was on the same page. A lot of the things that we believe, he believed. Now the character finna start coming out.
Yep. All right.
the Jewish people don't issue your state court order. You go to the state.
So right here, I'm gonna go back a little bit, but
Mm-hmm.
me and him started talking about fatherhood and single black mothers and things of that nature, and this is where it started to go left. Okay.
Go mope on about losing a job. Keep
But in saying that, you don't even think that I should battle against this system to make it better for brothers that might come after me.
well, all niggas ain't stand up niggas like you.
But the one,
So this what you do. You sow into what's in the house, homie. Charity starts in the home. Fuck fighting the system for some niggas come after you. Them niggas don't want to fight. Them niggas will be working on a job making $19 an hour.
Now, if you see my face and what he's saying, how is this going to help the community by shitting on brothers that may or may not be trying to get custody or get a fair shake in the system? And that's where he lost me, Tez.
Yeah, and even for me, one of the things that we speak about on our podcast is brothers trying to fight this system to make it better. You might not destroy it, but maybe we can make it a little bit better so the next guy don't have to go a year without seeing his son or daughter, or 5 years. So it's like, for me, it's like the logic behind what he's saying, what he gonna get to, is just like, I don't know about these, bro. That's when I'm like, CJ, when this started, I'm like, yep, here we go.
Yeah, because my face said it all.
Yeah.
And shout out to Tez for point guard and keeping this shit on tracks, because you will see it goes off.
At the end, I'm gonna make a confession.
Okay. All right.
Lose their job. Know they supposed to go to the attorney general's office and say, hey man, I just lost my job. So they can lower the child support payment. But niggas ain't gonna do that. Niggas go mope on about losing a job, keep letting the payments pack up and style up year after year, and then complain about back child support. Nigga, every 3 years.
Can we pause it right there? See, what Charleston is doing right now is what we try our best not to do, which is frame every brother into this box of degeneracy.
Facts.
And that's for us was like, nah, every brother ain't like that. And he used CJ as an example because CJ gave a little bit of his personal story, but it's like, it's more than just CJ that's trying.
Right.
Like, nah, bro, we can't accept it. Like, no, that wasn't gonna work for us.
Yeah, so the train is starting to get too much speed and it's about to go off the tracks.
Right.
Niggas ain't fighting that motherfucker.
Nigga, I had to hit my drink.
Child support system, homie. Nigga ain't going down there squabbling with that. You don't even need no lawyer.
that's
All
why
you got to do is know your rights.
I disagree with you.
Well, I teach the classes, homie, and I got a lot of niggas that I fuck with. You to stand up.
Where is the proof that he teaches these classes about getting custody?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Up, nigga.
What classes though? I don't even know about classes, and I'm a stand-up nigga.
Well, they got a parenting awareness classes that they teach for parents, right?
Okay, so you see, I said, you claim I'm the stand-up nigga. Okay, fine. I got custody and had to fight. And the only reason I got custody had to be fought because I was divorcing, and that's assessed automatically. So I didn't know about the classes, and he still was not trying to tell us about these classes.
Facts.
But if
It's a Jewish community center that I went to do it, but that was just for.
Man, no, homie, you don't go to if the Jewish people don't issue your state court order. You go to the state. You don't go to no outside agency.
No, I was saying that when I was getting a divorce, we had to do the parenting class through the Jewish community. But I'm saying, if you a single father, whether you married or not, let's just say you're not married.
Yeah.
What steps do you take if you want custody? Because I don't know. I've only done it in divorce court.
You ain't no single father. You a non-custodial parent.
Right.
Yeah. How you gonna get custody? Just cause you want it?
No,
Deflection number one.
I got a divorce, so I mean it came with it.
But what court automatically get a man custody?
Nobody.
Yeah. Don't nobody do that.
But why is it? Because I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think that mothers should be the first thought of being a primary parent.
I do.
Why? Because statistics tell you that
I
more women kill kids than men do.
Well, I don't know now. Black woman ever killed her kid.
I do.
I don't.
Okay.
You going off statistics. I'm gonna tell you what God
personally.
Mm-hmm.
So I mentioned earlier when he brought up statistics in his favor that he wanted to push his narrative, statistics were fine. When I wanted to bring up statistics about mothers deleting their children and children being better off with the father by stats have proven, he wanted to go by what God said at this point.
Yeah, and for me, it was a disingenuous statement. Like he said, you can use stats when it's good for your argument, but not when it's good for ours. And not only that, everybody knows that children being deleted more by mothers than fathers. Like it ain't even no arguing with that, but he got to win the argument.
Right.
Personally, too,
I'm gonna tell you what God says. I'm gonna tell you what science says. I'm gonna tell you what medical data says.
Mm-hmm.
You're a father.
Mm-hmm.
You're only geared to do certain things that you can't do what a mother do. You can't nurture.
Okay.
And I want to be clear, I didn't disagree with this point, but it had nothing to do with what I was saying.
So how you gonna be the first parent and you can't nurture?
Depending on what age.
Shout out to
Man,
Marcus.
ain't no depending on what age, huh?
So what if she a crackhead? She better than me as a parent?
Well, you picked the crackhead.
I'm not. You arguing
No,
the situation.
Tez.
Yep.
I was not trying to talk about whether I picked this woman or not. The point is, she damn near has to be a crackhead for you to get full custody.
And I know somebody personally, they baby mama was a crackhead, and he still had to go to court 3 times over the course of what was it, a year and a half to get full custody. Had proof and everything.
Yep. But I guess that go with his narrative of, you should have to take care. The mother is supposed to take care of the kid, which is funny to me because how many women complain about that very thing? So, yeah, this is why it's finna get rocky.
No. Hold
that
on.
ain't what I'm talking about.
No. You making it personal because you keep talking about me and then like as if you
didn't he bring up my situation? I don't think I did.
I'm
fight,
not though.
But
no, I'm trying. What I'm trying to do is get you to get the understanding of logic of what I'm trying to say. Why is it that?
But listen, you trying to get me to get the logic of
cutting me off. What I do? I was respectful, wasn't I, to you?
Yep.
Okay.
What if it ain't that, brother? We got to face reality. You trying to take me out of reality and
shout out to Sir Hill
to a debate based off your personal circumstances.
I'm not though.
But
I'm not. My baby mom, I'm gonna be honest with you. Other than our issues, as far as her as a mother, she's a damn good mother. So that ain't my issue.
But
it ain't about me.
But you keep saying I think and I. So you want me to rationalize with what you think?
Is that what I said to you?
This is my thing. What happened was he flipped it to say that, okay, I'm gonna use a generality, but I'm also gonna use your personal situation. And like I said, it's a blurring of the lines of the subject that was at hand. But right quick, I want to shout out Sir Hill. Sir Hill, I watched your last live. Great. Incredible. That's all.
It was great. All right, let's get to it.
And I'm trying to tell you the reality of what black men have to deal with the system.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Is that what he was doing? Trying to tell me he was doing the opposite of that.
You was the one that went through it.
Oh my God. and see, this is, we're gonna get to the comments that he got upset about later. But this is why when I hopped in the chat, I said what I said, because he was not trying to have a conversation. He was just trying to get his shit off. And maybe that's on us because we didn't make it clear this was a podcast, open conversation. So he took it as an interview, but nonetheless, that's what happened.
Yep.
You trying to give me the rationale with what you wish. And I'm saying, no, homie. The average baby is going to the mama no matter what we think.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's just certain things that a man has as his makeup that he can't replace for the woman.
That's why the law is like that, because of that.
No, homie, that's why God designed it like that. You trying to reverse nature.
I'm not.
Well, why?
How am I reversing nature when I'm talking about the system?
Right.
He was just
That was
being
the
so
whole
disingenuous, bro. He was being so disingenuous.
Why every other creature, mama get the baby? Why you want to replace the mother? I want to be the man. I don't want the baby, homie.
Right.
I don't give a damn what she do. I don't want the baby. I want to hunt. I don't want to breastfeed and clean and cook. I don't want to burp. I don't want to change pampers. I don't want to take the baby out. That's the man ain't supposed to have that desire at all. Not a man.
So to go off that,
A man wouldn't do that, but I guarantee you there's conversations you have where you say y'all ain't trying to take care of no kids. So
And bro,
go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, and the point that I'm about to bring up, or the question that I'm about to ask, is gonna fall more in line with me personally, which is I don't want to do that. But as a man, if I had to do it, I would. See, these are the conversations why it's so important, bro. Like, let it play, bro, because I see where this one go.
Shout out to Poppy Blanco, man.
Yes, sir.
I caught some of your live though. Well, I ain't watch it live, but I watched the replay. You know, you only do one show a year, so I couldn't catch it.
that's one of the things that I learned when I had my first child.
Hold on. I want y'all to see my fucking face.
Off that, that's one of the things that I learned when I had my first child. Me and my
Jesus, I'm irritated at this point.
Yeah.
my wife got married. We had a son. He's 7 months now. And that's one of the things that me and CJ talk about, which is I know I'm not the guy that want to be down there 24/7. I let
And
my
I
wife
agree.
handle,
That's what I'm saying. I'm not disagreeing with you.
I let my wife handle it. I come downstairs, play with them, and I'm back to work. We back doing this.
Let's think about the first man, homie. It wasn't no grocery store for him to go to, or none of that. It wasn't no lights out there.
Tez, can you read that for me?
Studio Plug Memphis. So he basically saying it's a woman's job to take care of the child, and the man just hunts. Meaning what? He gonna try to explain it.
So when he got up during the sun came up, he telling the woman and the kid, "Hey, I'm finna go out and get us something to eat." She might not see him for days.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
She can't replace him and go out and do that.
Agreed.
He can't stay. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just today's man.
See, a lot of people had things to say about how I did and handled this. They're not noticing I'm letting shit go. He's literally changed the whole subject, bro. Like literally took it where he wanted to take it and change the whole subject. And that's not even my argument. I sort of agree with him in the sense that your first job is to hunt and provide. But don't tell me you don't ever take care of kids. That's bullshit.
Facts.
And why he want to be in the house with the kids, trying to tell her how to raise the kids? That ain't the man's job. The man's job is to come home and tell the kid, do what your mama say do. Give me some pussy, bitch, and go on back out there. You ain't got no business in the house trying to tell, hey, y'all clean up. Nuh-uh, say, straighten your shoes up. That ain't the man's job, nigga. Hey, what's to eat? I want pork chops. That ain't the man's job. The man's job is to eat what she cooked for the day, not dictating, telling her nothing. Nothing. That ain't the. But see, the man today, he domesticated. He want to be in the house. Every night, he want to come home and get in the bed with the woman and rub footsies. That's a.
Now, I want you to see who he's looking at and being boisterous with as he's saying this.
Weak man. Nigga want to lay next to the woman, cuddled and huddled up all night in bed with the bitch. No, nigga, granddad.
Who he looking at, Ted?
He looking at you, but this was something that I took a little personal because I told him up front I was a married man. And maybe I don't believe it was a shot, but I look at it like this. He says a weak man to be a man that comes home to his wife. He says a weak man that helps with the discipline. That is the disciplinarian in the house. From what I grew up around, that's what a man's supposed to do. Like the men that I watched, they was home every night because they knew deep down inside, it make my wife feel better when I am here with her. Yes, them guys work. A lot of them work 10, 12 hours, 7 days a week, but they came home every night. This was a rough one, bro. It really was.
Because this is where look, I'm a Memphis nigga. All this movement and hand moving and moving your neck and looking me in my eyes, and I'm looking. I ain't took my eye off him once. Watch.
Domesticated. He want to be in the house. Every night he want to come home and get in the bed with the woman and rub footsies. That's a weak man. Nigga want to lay next to the woman, cuddle and huddle up all night in bed with the bitch. No, nigga, granddad wasn't granddad and them, nigga. Granddad and them might not come home for days. But the bills go be paid. Bacon go be in there. But he ain't in that house. Dictate nothing. She already know what to do because she know what kind of man she got. No, homie, y'all got it wrong.
Who is y'all?
I'm just
At this point, it's over.
Yep.
At this point, like I'm at this point, I'm like, I don't know who this nigga think he talking to, but I'm not him. He got me fucked up. So I asked the question, and he instantly cop a plea.
just saying, I'm listening to your line of questions, homie.
Now, why he not looking at me now? Why he looking straight ahead and not looking at me when he was talking that shit? He was looking at me. Now he looking straight ahead. Why is that?
I'm asking questions because I want clarity. Like, don't take it personally.
I'm not, homie, but
don't do that.
I'm trying to give you clarity because you asked a question, and I've never in my life heard a man say, "Why do the woman get first dibs on a child?"
It wasn't to say I think you should. It was just I was asking you a question illegally. I wasn't saying metaphysically and shit. I wasn't talking about that.
I'm listening to your line of questioning, and I'm saying it's like you got a thorn in your side for the woman's position.
And he started turning this shit like I'm hurt over my ex-wife, which at the time I was going through some shit, but it wasn't because I wasn't with her no more. It was because I wasn't able to see my damn kid. Mm-hmm. But that didn't matter to him. This is why I say, bro, I'ma hold that.
And I'm not going into it. I'm just saying, I'm just going off basing on what you projecting.
Well, I'm gonna just give you some clarity real quick. When I was married, I worked 3 jobs. One job I walked 7 miles a day checking gas meters. The second job I moved furniture. When I got off, I was cutting yards, and she was going to school. And when she was at home, she was handling business. So I believe that men are supposed to lead the way and take care of the home financially. So I ain't got no issue with that. I don't play footsies and shit. I don't lay up under no woman. I barely can let a woman buy some shit for me because I'm just not built that way. I'd rather handle business myself. So I want you to understand that's who I am as a man. Me removing myself from it, I'm just asking about the system. That's all I was asking.
Well,
bruh, come on, Ted.
He went back to the original subject.
Okay,
that was the whole point. The whole point, bro.
I asked you one question. I said, "Did you get caught cheating?" You said, "No, I ain't never cheat. I'm a stand-up man."
Yeah.
And I said, "Well, shit, I see why a real stand-up man cheat." Yeah, that's the problem, huh? You wouldn't.
So all those women that was kissing his ass after this went on, did they skip this part?
Probably. Now, I want to address this as well. As we watch more and more of this clip, we gonna laugh with this brother because one, he is funny, but two, it's something that he said, and CJ gonna say it. Our grandfathers told us this, but we also look at a lot of their situations. Like, I understand what he's saying because we done said stuff similar to this, but not like this. Let's let it roll.
Cheat. Women don't respect no nigga that
I
don't
can't even argue with them. My
say,
granddaddy said the same
nigga,
thing.
nigga, say, homie, that's your problem, nigga. You ain't no cheater. Yeah, nigga, you supposed to cheat on the bitch.
Come
Yeah,
on, man.
Yeah, I'm sitting here listening to you. That's why I asked you, homie. That's why I got quiet. I say, man, I asked the nigga one question, and that's all I need to know. Any man I know ain't cheated on no woman, ain't no stand-up man. I don't stand up.
I cheated before that.
Nigga,
I ain't gonna
talk
say
to
I
me then,
never.
nigga.
I ain't gonna say I
nigga,
never
yeah,
cheated.
yeah,
In my marriage, I didn't.
Now that's
I'm cheating in the marriage.
That shit was so funny.
no. We
They
was dying
saying
laughing on
Yeah,
that.
nigga, hell, you every nigga, nigga, Dr. King did it.
Yeah, he told some ass
Yeah,
up.
yeah, man.
And you
shit.
changed the world.
Yeah, man. All great men cheat, nigga.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
it's that no good rotten motherfucker don't cheat.
Oh, man.
shit.
Man,
I
nigga
see what you're doing now.
Man, nigga don't cheat is a no good rotten motherfucker. He lying. He a pervert. And, yeah, something. Any nigga don't cheat on a woman is a pervert. Something wrong with it.
We done had the
Man,
conversation.
ain't no
before.
nigga in the world. You can't find no man in the world that, come on, homie, you got to in order to be sane.
We done had this conversation numerous times. Nice guys finish last, good guys finish
yeah,
first.
man,
That's,
nigga,
you gotta
I
understand.
pee on the toilet seat and don't wipe it. I'm one of them.
What? What the fuck?
Yeah, y'all. But and I want to clear this part up. The cheat thing is something that we have talked about. We done did a whole podcast about that. But it's like his mindset was you cheat regardless of the conversation you and your wife have, if it's gonna hurt her. And y'all, this is a key factor in this conversation. Listen to what he's saying now and listen to what he's gonna say about cheating on your woman.
Them kind of nigga.
My nigga caveman.
Yeah, nigga, yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know where you, I'm peeing on the toilet seat. Fuck that.
And let her come.
Hold on,
get
Yeah.
okay. Why should every man cheat?
Oh,
you.
because it make you treat your wife better. Out of guilt.
Whoa, that got yeah.
I didn't did some shit out of guilt, man.
Yeah, nigga, it make you treat your wife better.
Because you understand that, damn, I can't get caught. I gotta figure this shit out. You figure
No, because you don't be wanting to do it, so it make you do better.
You don't be. Hold on, say that. Run it back.
Yeah.
You
Run
don't
that
be
back.
wanting to do it, so it make you do better.
Mm.
Y'all will figure it out when you get older. You can't figure it out now.
that's why that's part of the reason why we wanted to have you here, because I think it's a gap between the generations. We don't have the OG to talk to.
Studio and Plug Memphis. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
No
See,
more. I never met my
listen,
grandparents.
homie, let me tell you something.
Talk to him.
Yo, natural man.
Man, Dre, what up?
That is fact.
You ignoring it if you don't.
So because
Right.
your two strongest desires as a man is your desire to have sex and your desire to eat food. That's what drives you, nigga.
Yeah.
That's why you get a job, nigga. For what? To put food on the table.
Fact.
Why you think you get a haircut, nigga? That's for pussy. That's them Michael Jordan tennis shoes for pussy. Yeah, nigga, them pretty cars is for pussy. So that's what drive a man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Niggas say love his kids all day long. Nigga, you love food and pussy more than you love anything that exists.
Now,
Take pussy and food away from you, you'll mistreat your kids.
Yeah.
Man, nigga.
What's up, Ted?
so that was one of them lines where it was like, okay, you looking for a sound bite with this one.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know no man that loves sex more than he loves his children. Now he might have did something stupid. He might have cheated, but he didn't love that JJ more than he loved his kids. I don't know no man that loves sex more than he loves his children.
Nope.
I don't know no man that loves food more than he loves his kids. So it's like when
Nigga
you
go
talk
hungry for his kids.
facts, have gone hungry. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, the FYE100 podcast and the men that we hang around, bro, no man will ever sign up for that, bro. We laughing because it's hilarious. But at the same time, that ain't what we vibe with.
Nope.
Our children mean more to us than anything. Any JJ and any amount of food. Or money for that matter. Pick whatever you want. My baby mean more than that.
Nigga, please, man, homie, listen. We all done mistreated our kids when we couldn't pay the bills out of frustration.
Do that mean you don't love them?
I ain't say you didn't love it. I said mistreat.
Okay, you said,
I
but you
said
did
you
say you
mistreat your
love.
kids. I said take pussy and food away from you.
Shout out to Lucky Marie.
Facts.
Nigga,
In order to get those two things.
Yeah. You work. You don't you deny your kids. Daddy can't do this. I got to go to work. You're
That was a fair point.
It was. Now y'all see that we not sitting up here bashing this brother. It was points that we agreed with. It was things that we didn't. But look at the FYE100 podcast and look at him.
You will sacrifice time. They need that time.
I
you sleep on them all day because you tired for that white boy job.
Somebody ain't talking about me.
Shit, I'm talking about our mamas and daddies.
I be in this whole slump.
Come on, homie.
You
but they need
I be
that
trying.
time.
Yeah,
they
trying.
need that though.
Yeah.
Cause you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So homie. So those are your two strongest desires.
It hit me.
So
okay.
so by the time you get married, right? Name me somewhere in the Bible where one man had one woman.
Nah.
So where this come from? Where this come from?
I don't know, but name me somewhere in the Quran where one man had one woman.
You about to have 1,000 wives.
I don't know what we supposed to have.
When you die, when you die.
You quoting the Bible, but don't know. I'm so mad at myself for like letting this shit slide, bro.
Bro, we all learn lessons during this episode and even after.
So that's enough of that shit. This next segment we're talking about the last of a dead generation with the OGs.
Yes, sir.
This conversation got a little better here, but it doesn't stay good. Like I'm gonna say overall, this interview was a good. This was a good interview. Like overall, it was. So we're not trying to highlight it like it's just something bad. But when we get to the end of this interview, we'll explain why we had the issue we had.
Facts.
Hey, that's 100. Yeah,
right.
I fuck with that.
Right.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So one of the other things that we kind of want to address here is, like I said, the gap between the OGs, the people the young ones that's coming up now.
Yeah.
It's like we no longer see that connection like we used to growing up back in the day.
Yeah, because I remember it.
Don't nobody want to listen to what a broke motherfucker got to say. And all the OG broke niggas, broke dope fiend niggas.
Can't deny that.
Don't nobody want to hear nothing the broke nigga got to say. He got all the answers for everything. Nobody every book that you can read out the prison library, but can't tell now young nigga how to wake up and get no money. Yeah, can't tell young nigga how to deal with the Mexican supervisor on the job that's fucking with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't teach the young nigga nothing about how to mentally and emotionally and psychologically get through a case that they fight.
So
the OG niggas, homie,
talk about
it. The OG niggas is the niggas that was walking through these nigga mama houses when the little nigga be playing in the room playing the game.
Yep.
Him and the little brother playing the game, and the OG nigga just coming through fucking on his mama.
Eating the fruit snacks.
Fucking on his mama.
Yeah.
So saying, what's up, little nigga?
Yeah.
And he see the
fuck your fort, nigga.
Yeah, he see the OG nigga with the gun in his waistband, with the blunt in his ear, with the shit.
Mm-hmm.
So they grow up resenting that, homie. So when he come outside, by the time the little nigga 11 years old, 10 years old, he know he fucking his mama.
Yeah.
So when they outside throwing the football, OG don't never stop and say, nigga, throw me the football.
Yeah.
Say catch, nigga. He don't never stop and play catch with the nigga.
What he need.
So then mama get a stepdaddy. Stepdaddy is a funky nigga. He lay around, he mean. He running the house like it's his house. See, these the kind of niggas that reside in the hood.
Yeah.
They not loving niggas. Little nigga get in trouble at school. They putting down street discipline like penitentiary discipline like.
Right.
There's no positive reinforcement with OG niggas. OG niggas come from dysfunction.
I want to draw a parallel right here, right?
Yeah.
Because when you were saying OG, what you meant was older guy. But see that is okay. But I'm saying this to say
I ain't OG. Don't call me OG.
I would just give me a second.
Yeah.
Give me a second. the cold.
Bro. Nigga, I'm talking about I'm trying so hard, bro.
And I learned something because I didn't know the difference. So that's why I said I ain't come away from this conversation empty, but
Yeah.
some of it just wasn't where it needed to be at.
Culture is represented as the OG is old head, and it's like the lines getting blurred to where we look at OGs as something to respect when we definitely shouldn't. It's older men you should respect.
That's why when I came to the internet, all the young niggas were saying, "Fuck you, crackhead." Well, they think I'm like they.
Because that's what it is.
They think I'm like they uncle.
That's what it is.
Fuck you, wino. Nigga, I ain't never been seen drunk.
Yeah.
You see?
Tez, is that a cup in front of him?
Yes.
Do you remember what I poured in that cup?
Yes.
Was it Hennessy?
Yes.
Okay.
Now he said he ain't never been seen drunk, but we would beg to differ.
That cup was empty when he left.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They trying to relate to me based off these OG niggas that they see in the hood.
Okay.
We're cooking that.
Yeah.
You see
Crisco.
you see in the movie in the series BMF, right? When Meech saw the OG nigga getting high on the cocaine, you see how he was treating. You see how the OG nigga was treating little Meech.
And you see how our community got a problem with Meech's daddy, because his daddy don't like the fact that he out here selling drugs, and everybody say he a hating ass nigga.
Yeah.
No, he hate to see his son go down that path.
Well, those was he wasn't no hating daddy. Those was
agreement.
Facts.
And that's what we want to make clear. Our issue with Charleston is personal. We don't agree with everything he does in the public, but I mean, a man got the right to do what he gonna do. But our issue was how he handled our situation. But like we said, for the most part, we were on the same page.
The black parents who believed in right because you do right because right is the right thing to do.
Facts.
That was the last generation of black people who did right because right was the right thing to do.
Come on. Moral code.
Those people had a moral compass, right? Those were principles and morals and values.
Right.
You don't put your elbows on the table.
Yeah.
You be home to eat supper by 6 o'clock. We all eat supper at 6, and everybody was home by supper. You see me, even dope dealing Meech and them was home by supper.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those was the last good-natured black people. These today, how your daddy gonna be a hater when they don't want you doing wrong? When at any given time you can die, the people around you die. At any given time they can come in here and rob your sister, kill your mama.
So, that was the part we wanted to show, because that was another part of us getting along, right?
Right.
Go ahead, Tim. I'm finna pull
it was one of them conversations that even now I agree with. You look at the generations, you look at how honor, loyalty, respect, all that stuff just dwindling off. And we trying our best to uphold it. Like, our generation is trying, but it's rough. So to see even back in them days with, like I said, with Meech and his parents, it just show you how much it done evolved over time.
Crying like this here, can't come out the bedroom. Nigga, I kill you. Them the old daddies. Nigga, don't nobody come before one woman. The Bible say men heart is one. Nigga, fuck y'all. Them the old daddy. So these new kids don't know nothing about nothing, homie, because it's a disconnect.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody been sitting down, homie, relating what I'm saying or relating to the kids. Man, it's okay. Tell your kids you done wrong.
Yeah.
It's all right to let them know where you came from.
So do you feel like, as a man, even if you're not the head of a family, do you feel like vulnerability is a weakness for a man to show?
Good question.
Who you trying to show? Why you want to show it?
No, because you mentioned like being able to talk to your kids and tell them you did wrong.
That ain't my vulnerability.
Yeah, I don't see that as vulnerable.
Okay.
No, man, granddad and them didn't show no vulnerability.
Do you think it's weak to show it? Maybe to your woman. Let's just say it to your woman.
If you and your why? So show it for what? Who needs to see it? Yeah, that's weak.
Mm.
Why I need to open me up to somebody, to my woman? Why she needs to see my vulnerability? Nigga, I want to be Superman in my woman.
I think the thing that throw me with that is, like I said, it's the marriage component. You don't want your wife to see the weakness, but like you said, being one. Like I said, I think with the kids, the Superman thing is definitely for sure.
Homie, listen, homie. I don't never need my wife to see a weakness in me. If I got to lie to her. Yeah, nigga, if I got to lie to her. Nigga, granddad and them just come up dead. He didn't go to the doctor and find out he had cancer
But
and
that,
come to the woman and say, hey, I had cancer. He just made sure he had insurance paid up.
Is that a good thing though?
Not to me. Like to that, and bro, there was as we started going deeper into that conversation, it's like, yeah, granddaddy did that, but granddaddy probably shaved 20 years off his life by not being open and upfront. And that's why I say it ain't about being soft. When I mention vulnerability, it's because, bro, if you struggling with something, you need to talk to somebody, and who closer to talk to than your wife? Like, that was my thing. It's not about being weak, bro. It's about, hey, baby, I ain't feeling good. Hey, baby, something going on. All right, cause so now if she my better half, she gonna look, bro. You might want to go to the doctor. Yes, as a man, I can decide to go to the doctor, but like he said, you listen to them older guys and they tell you, bro, you ain't hurt. Get back out there.
Yep.
When I know I'm hurt.
Yep. It's
That's
the
the
feminine
difference.
nature is needed for a reason.
Right.
But he gets there. Let's
Yep.
let's keep cooking.
so you believe
And
that's the way
die.
we go? We should
Man,
go.
why you want the woman to know you hurting? I'm weak, baby. I'm vulnerable. Why you want, man? I need her to believe him. I'm Superman. I don't never hurt.
And that's the problem today.
Facts.
Because it
That's
ain't
why.
even go ahead.
Oh no, I was just about to say this why we preaching so hard about therapy now.
Mm-hmm.
Because the men and women back in those days had that idea that ain't nothing wrong. I can pray everything away. Ain't nothing wrong with prayer, but you gotta do some of your own work as well.
Yep.
That's the problem that I had with that.
I had a huge issue with it, but I also understood where he was coming from.
Right.
Because for me, I don't want to. I do. There are times you do that. You know, there's times where, as a man, you wear the badge of strength for your family. Lou, yeah, I don't know how long you've been here, but he definitely had that mentality while this was going on. You, I had to keep my composure. I checked it a couple times, but I was trying to be professional. So, yeah, let's get back to it though.
Yeah, I think that for me, it's the point of having the strength coming from her as well, not just on my side.
I don't need my
Y'all see what Poppy said, man. If you feeling generous, make sure y'all hit that donate button, man. Hit a super chat, PayPal, or Cash App. I believe he put it on the screen and it's scrolling at the bottom of the screen right now. So if you want to support the channel, we definitely appreciate every dollar you would give. You know, a whole bunch of ones beat a whole bunch of nuns. Shout out to Sin for the P.
Facts.
strength coming from no goddamn woman. What's gonna happen when she leave me and I can't get no strength from this bitch?
What if I'm fucked off and I need her
I
to
don't
step
need
up?
her. I need God, my nigga.
If you ain't got
You know what? I'm not even gonna say no. You got anything?
Nope.
your motherfucking legs, you can't walk
Man,
to do
she
nothing.
ain't my
Your
mother,
arms gone,
man.
you can't grab no groceries.
Ain't no bitch my legs. God made me way before she made that bitch. I was standing on my own before that woman got here.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Man, Adam was here before that woman got here.
Like, I don't understand what you're saying, bro. Like, that's no, I'm not with you on this one.
Nah.
He was also deceived by that woman.
No, man.
But God punished him because he listened to the woman.
But I ain't listening to my bitch. I know what Adam did that.
Yeah, he shouldn't have listened to the woman. Right.
He did that. I did.
Right.
Yeah. Him and this bitch ain't got nothing to do with me. What I need her to be my legs for, homie? What if she take my legs? Like my daddy. My daddy thought like that, homie. When he lost the bitch, saw the bitch die, he went crazy. Could never stand up again. Every man I've never seen in life fall down behind a woman. I ain't never seen him get back up.
So let me ask you a question.
I done seen niggas fall behind heroin. and get back up.
Yeah.
I done seen niggas fall behind
This was
crack,
funny.
cocaine, prison. But them niggas who fall behind women, I ain't never seen them bounce back in life.
Yeah.
So no, ain't no woman my legs, nigga.
I was literally saying like if your legs was fucking gone. Like,
Man,
I wasn't saying
nigga, I got them nubs.
get your ass.
Shit, nigga,
Bro, you see my fucking reaction. Get your ass.
Facts.
Man, you don't get the fuck out of here, bro.
And like,
Stop it.
bro, this the thing too. It's like this man he know exactly what we talking about.
Mhm.
Nigga ain't sitting up here saying like my life over with if my woman leave me. But if this my wife and I'm going through something and she the person that I'm supposed to talk to, even if it's your girl, and that's somebody that you can emotionally lean on, if she leave, it do play a big role. Your life ain't over, but goddamn, what's her job then? And we gonna get into that as well.
Facts. Papa, this was last December.
November.
Yeah, no, well, yeah. Same difference. Looking at it. All right.
nigga, I know a nigga in the hood with no nub. Nigga jump out the chair and fight. A scoop, homie.
Scoop.
Nigga, that's what makes you a man, homie.
No,
Even-
I agree.
Listen,
but you need
listen,
something.
man, even if I lose my legs, homie, I'm gonna be strutting with them on.
Okay, so tell me something. I'm a young. I'm a young.
Find a way to strut with them on.
I'm a youngin. What's the purpose of a woman? Then?
See how respectful I'm being, bro. Like, I'm trying so hard to keep it respectful, keep it manageable. And it's like he just keep moving the damn goalpost, bro. Now, I liked his answer somewhat here, but I've seen this brother talk about you ain't got no woman cooking you no bacon. You ain't got no woman making you no breakfast. Why don't you cook it yourself, man? It don't make sense what he's saying. Like, me and you both pulled from what he was saying, but we're a podcast. We speak to the youth and people older than we want to be clear about our message.
Facts.
He was muddy in the water, bro.
Yep.
Nigga, you got to go at God for that. I know what I use a hoe for. To do as I say.
I said woman. Now you said it's a difference between woman, bitch, and
well,
hoe. So I'm talking about woman.
Well, listen, my woman is my hoe. You see what I'm saying? That's
I get you.
Yeah. My woman is my everything. I need her to be my hoe.
Need?
Everything? Okay.
My bitch, nigga, my slut. That's my woman. Say, bitch, when we get mad.
That can't be. You won't consider that a weakness though?
What?
Need a woman to be your hoe.
What you mean?
I'm saying if you get to a point where you can't do without the pussy. They're kind of going down the same path you was mentioning.
What man can do it?
Was that not a flawless point?
Watch this answer.
Without pussy.
That pussy is what I'm talking about. The one pussy, the woman pussy, the bitch pussy.
I got that pussy for a reason. Why wouldn't I? What you mean? What I'm
trying to
miss the question.
You said you don't,
bro, and he did it intentionally.
Yep.
Because he saw I was tripping his ass up. Because it's like, you just said need, nigga. You didn't say want. You said, I don't need that bitch for shit earlier. But maybe I was out of line, whatever. Anything else?
Nope.
Don't need a woman as far as to be a man, like to take care of the being. And I get that. I respect that. I agree with that. What I'm saying is, other than fucking, other than being your freak bitch, what is the purpose of a woman? If it's not to be,
you need somebody to raise your kids.
Okay.
You need somebody to wash your clothes.
Okay.
You need somebody to cook your food.
Okay.
You need somebody.
Can't we do that? Oh, okay.
To run your errands.
Mm-hmm.
And you need somebody to be your company.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. I agree.
Yeah, that's it.
He giving game. I hope y'all young nigga listening, man.
Yeah.
So that's that. All right. So look at Luke coming through with the clutch, right?
Facts.
So that's that part. So the next part is about Kevin Samuels. And real quick, I do want to. You mind if I show them the video of why I asked this question to you?
For sure.
All All right, I'm gonna pull it up. Give me just a second. Let me pull it up, and I'll get right back to this one.
And y'all, that's why I said this. CJ even mentioned when we set up this question. Hey, we did a video about you taking shots at Kevin Samuels. Like, bro, we didn't run from nothing during this interview, bro. Like, we stand on what we say. So it wasn't about, hey, bro, y'all came up off the point. No, we stayed on the point. We even brought up to his face, bro. We didn't did the interview. I mean, we did a reaction video that you might not like.
Yep.
We ain't got nothing to hide from. Facts.
Right to his face. All right.
All together. Imagine you fellas that's a fan and that's fun of that boy Kevin Samuel Wells, right? That boy Samuel Wells. We gonna call him Samuel Wells. We ain't gonna call him Samuel. We gonna call him Samuel Wells, right? Here, you boys and you males, I ain't gonna call you men. That's fun and you're cheerleading and you're rooting and you're scooting and some of y'all pooting for the boy.
Okay, so we got that right.
Facts.
Okay, so just to be consistent and show y'all we stood on our principle the entire time. We ain't like a lot of these niggas that talk this shit. We stand on shit, bro.
And it don't matter who's standing across from us, sitting across from us. If we stand on what we stand on it. I don't care if you got 100,000 followers, 1,000,000 followers. We sticking to it.
Economically, it ain't about who you fucking.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah, just
I was talking about equality.
It's just a mindset and belief system, meaning equally yoked. Do y'all believe the same thing? Do y'all think a lot?
That was my ignorance.
Yeah,
okay, I got you. Let me ask you a question. This is gonna be interesting.
And I want to bring that up too. There was a situation where he was talking about equally yoked. I thought he was talking about equality. I jumped off the porch with it, not understanding what he said. And what you just saw was me be a man and apologize and say I was ignorant.
Facts.
Okay. But I was the one that was, crazy, right?
Because we have done a video with you and Kevin Samuels and breaking down what you had to say about him and some of the things he said we agree with that we don't, and some of the things you said we agree with and we don't.
Yeah.
What I want to get your a position from man to man, eye to eye. How do you feel about this man and what he's doing?
Who, Kevin Samuels?
Kevin Samuels.
Yeah, I love what he's doing. Cause he putting his game down. Yeah, he putting his game down. So how can a nigga be mad at this?
Go ahead, Tess.
What we tell y'all, bro. This ain't a game. And this part of the reason why we wanted to do this breakdown. Bro, we stand on what we stand on regardless. It didn't matter if he agreed with us or not. But it's the fact that we stood on it and we were 10 toes on it. And now you hear his opinion on Kevin. We were ready for the smoke if it happened. And our job wasn't to defend Kevin. It's just like CJ said. It's things that we agree with Kevin that we don't. It's things that we agree with you and some that we don't. That's what real men do, bro. It don't matter who you are, bro.
and I'm telling you that I don't care what he say. He might see this. He was intimidated, bro. And regardless, like I don't believe he was being facetious with saying, I don't rock with Kevin in the first video we showed you, and then saying you have the right to change your opinion. However, you did what every woman did. You looked at clips. You didn't watch it. So you went out here and made all these statements calling him gay, all type of stuff, and now you're saying this. All right, man. I don't think we need to. You think we need to harp on this, or you want to move on?
No, I was just gonna say we can kind of let him explain why he kind of changed, and then we can go to our next point.
Hold on, man. These folks in the comment section giving us too much. I can't wait for Trump to come on y'all podcast.
Me either. Bring them on.
You about to have Candace Owens and Kanye on y'all podcast.
Them too. Bring them on.
We with all that.
Facts.
All right, let's get to it.
Man, put a game down that he created. Mm-hmm. He ain't bothering nobody. He ain't sending out no invitation to come listen to me. He ain't asking no woman to call in. He just putting his game down.
So your mind kind of developed as you kind of looked into it?
I had never watched his video.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I had never looked.
What'd he say?
That's the rewind sign.
I had never watched your video. Okay, cool.
Looked at a Kevin Samuel video. Then I looked at 4 videos, and I said, "Oh man, that nigga doing what everybody else doing, putting games out."
Okay.
I'm gonna ask one more question.
Okay.
I got you. One thing you said that I thought that was very important, right? You said that you put a character out here for people to grab hold to, basically, the young people. I agree with you that that's necessary because I thought about that back in the day when I was rapping. Like, I got to do something that's gonna grab their attention, and maybe I can pull them into what the truth actually is. But they won't hear me until I'm this. But why do you think that it takes that for a message like yours to really get through?
So he's explained this 100 times. I don't think we need to get into that. So the next part, this is the last two segments of this we're gonna play. We're gonna get into where this thing went off the rail. So the next part is we're gonna talk about Black culture, which we actually was agreeing. You know what? Let me not say it. I'm just gonna let you make your mind up for yourself. That's called fairness, people. Y'all gotta learn that shit.
He don't know what the fuck he talking
He
about.
don't know nothing about the
Right.
world, homie.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's the problem, homie. Your parents indoctrinate you based off they love for entertainment.
Okay.
All right, so we gonna ask a couple more questions and man, we'll wrap it up.
Yeah, go ahead.
But one of the questions that I wanted to ask, speaking about our culture and stuff like that, when we did the Young Dolph episode about him being murdered in his own community, do you feel like that has more to do with white supremacy or
Did he just take a sip out that cup? Okay. Yeah.
or our culture?
He finna go off. Come on.
Man,
Come on.
white boy ain't never white supremacy. What's white supremacy?
White people doing what the fuck they supposed to do.
People,
niggas doing what the fuck they supposed to do.
what I was gonna say, people use that as an excuse to say, well, because of slavery, because of Jim Crow, but we way past that now.
Listen.
Come on.
Cook.
If slavery had an effect on us, why hadn't we built Black Wall Street?
Facts.
Because those people had just come out of slavery, so it should have had a bigger effect.
They should have
on them
been
than it have
fucked.
on us.
They should have been fucked.
Them people built black, and that ain't just Black Wall Street, man. Them people built places like that, Slocum, Texas, Rosewood down in Florida, right here in Memphis. So niggas run white folks out of Memphis early, right out. You see what I'm saying? So how is it that what white supremacy?
Don't go too hard on Lou.
So listen, y'all don't think we could have beat white supremacy with all the dope money we had?
Of course.
We wasn't interested in that.
Exactly.
So let me just say this. White supremacy don't have nothing to do when your daddy walk up to your mama and say, "Hey, what's up, baby?" and start talking to her to try to get that pussy and make you. White supremacy, the white man wasn't nowhere around when your daddy walked up to your mama and said, "Hey, baby, what's up? Can we exchange numbers?" Started fucking with your mama and had you. The white man didn't have nothing to do with your mama and daddy when your daddy got caught sleeping with your mama's homegirl and they broke up. White supremacy didn't have nothing to do with that. White supremacy didn't have nothing to do when daddy say, "Man, fuck this job. Man, I'm finna go get me some dope and sell me some dope, but I ain't got no felony record." And then I get a felony. White supremacy ain't got nothing to do with that, homie. Them is all personal choices and decisions, huh?
Agreed.
So what we saw with the brother Adolf, man, them some funky ass niggas done that. White boy ain't had nothing to do with that. What the white man go kill him for, man? We ain't posing no threat to Mr. White.
Nope.
And dude was making a difference.
Yeah, so
Dolph actually was making a difference.
Say, man, listen. One thing I done seen right down off of here in Memphis, white folks ain't killing niggas.
No, that ain't
niggas
happening.
is killing niggas.
Facts.
White folks stay to themselves and niggas stay to themselves.
No argument there
at all.
That's all that is. So this is how it's supposed to be.
Come on, man.
See, this one thing that I really enjoy about talking to you and hearing you. This shit raw. And it's like you don't have to sugarcoat nothing when it comes to these situations, when it comes to these things, because you know deep down we gotta change ourselves. That's
wonderfully said, my brother. Wonderfully said.
No way around it, bro.
So let's get to the end where we had a decent conversation. So let's get to that.
We ain't go.
But
Hold on.
What you saying so true. When I went through my divorce, I
Definitely agree.
when I-
Yeah,
For all of us young black men, homie,
okay.
we angry about something. We angry at something. Whether it's in it's on us, and we don't know it, but other people can see it. That's why it's you see the angry black man. That's why every nigga seem like he want to fight. So
Damn.
how you change it, homie, is man, you gotta find out what you mad at. Man, what I'm mad for.
self-reflection.
Yeah, man, what I'm mad for. And then, man, at that point, you gotta forgive who
Our camera quality is excellent. Just wanted to say that.
or what
Yeah.
it is that you mad at.
I
Definitely agree.
when
Yeah,
when I first went, bro, we might not have seen eye to eye on everything.
We ain't go.
But what you saying so true. When I went through my divorce, I was like, that bitch. I'm like, she did me wrong. You feel me? She wasn't doing what she's supposed to do. But once I realized that I can't make her accountable for what I feel like she done, all I can do is look in that mirror and understand what I did, and whatever went wrong with me, that was the problem for me.
Yeah.
And what you saying, like, it's hard for us to grasp that. When you just said about the police, when it's don't get smart with the nigga. He got a gun. He got the law behind him. It's like we rebuke male authority, and it is tied to what you were talking about.
Man, I was that young nigga.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Can't be no realer than this, bro.
And all right, let's just wrap it up.
Because I wanted that, homie. I grew up wanting what a police officer go try to give me.
Me too.
5 minutes on side the road. I want what a man standing behind me at the store correcting me while I'm being disrespectful. Nigga, shut up, bitch ass. You can't come home with me. Shut up. Fuck you. So, I desire to have that. So you resent that, homie. So that's what make y'all so dangerous, because y'all will beat up your uncle because you resent it. You beat up your granddad. Y'all that generation. And I don't know. Well, I ain't gonna say I don't know. I do know how you mend that. How you bridge that is not on y'all. You see how I'm going back and forward with you. It ain't on you, nigga. It's on me. It's on me
If
to
only he
make this
believed that for
connection.
real.
Yep.
Cause you already disconnected. You don't know how to come back and connect with something you ain't never been connected with. You see what I'm saying? So it's on the older niggas, the OG niggas, homie, to fight with you, nigga, with what you believe and what you feel, to show you wrong. It's all right to feel what you feel, my nigga. But just because you feel what you feel, that don't mean you right. Your feelings don't make you right, my nigga. You entitled to them, but they don't make you right. And when you learn that, then you can connect. That's what I did. I hated old niggas. I hated old niggas. Then I got an old nigga to call me up one day. Say, man, I heard you work with kids. I've been watching. Then he gave me the affirmation that I wanted from the father. And I've been watching you. So just because you have what you feel, homie, you entitled to that based off what life done dealt with you. But that ain't where you stay at.
Yeah.
So that go your dad, your uncle, even if your mother, it's not for the child to try to make it right. It ain't for the child to try to repair the relationship.
Yeah.
It's on the parent. Even in a divorce, even in a relationship, whoever was wrong, it's on them to make it right. It ain't for the motherfucker who was just there.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's where the young niggas, I think that's where the young niggas, they they get a bad rap, because most people try to make them think they have to make it right with their parents. Y'all have to try to come connect with us.
Yeah.
It's our job to come connect with y'all, homie.
So y'all look, we appreciate you for coming on. Like,
Yeah.
this been an eye-opening thing. And I think me and him both need it. the people that heard it, they need it. That's one of the things that we really, really, really want to let people know. You got to be able to look inside yourself and see what you got going on and fix it. And I
And just from like I said, we didn't agree on everything, but
Yeah.
I when I watch you on YouTube, that's different. When I'm the whole time me and you talk, we look in the eye,
you're right.
Yeah.
and I see
Feel your pain.
You see what I'm saying?
I see your pain.
You see what's really going on. Some things you see, some things you feel from because you've been through it yourself. As a younger you is looking at me. I understand that, and why this is so important, bro, is because I went at him. You know what I'm saying? I went at him, but going at him was necessary, and him from his point of view, his vantage point, correcting it is what's important. And I think that a lot of us are scared of that, bro.
You have you ever seen me get into it with them old niggas when we do this?
Yeah,
You see the difference?
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about
they
them old niggas.
yeah. And I saw when you were talking to that dude, they were talking about you ain't gonna disrespect this Crip shit, and it was like I was like, he called his bluff though. He called it so quick when the nigga was like, you ain't gonna disrespect this Crip. He was like, bro, I did. I said all that, and I just saw a clip, but it was like that's what we need more of. Nigga gotta be willing to die behind this
But
shit.
see, but listen, homie, you worth going back and forward with.
Right, he
because
wasn't.
You looking for something.
Yeah.
You searching, you asking, you trying to seek an understanding from an older black man. Why would I walk away from you?
Right.
Why would I cuss you out? Why would I demean you? Nah, man, me and you finna go back and forward because I know what you looking for, homie. You looking for what I needed. I got what you need, nigga. Wisdom, knowledge, understanding that I can give to you. Now, whatever you do with it, that's on you, but I
Right.
got it to give.
Right.
So yeah, I'm gonna give it to you, brother. Now that's my duty.
Mm.
So them old niggas, homie, they can't get that. Them niggas is in the way of what we supposed to be doing.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And so it ain't for us to agree upon each other, homie. You disconnected. I'm trying to connect. I'm trying to pass something on that you asking for, right? They say when the student is ready, the teacher shall appear. Man, y'all ready?
That's why we do this podcast.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
y'all ready, homie. So, that's why I came, homie. Yeah, my spirit just said go. Yeah, just go, homie. So, yeah, I'm asking my people right now. They looking right now, man. We got almost 900 people in here looking. So that means when I hang up, it's gonna hang up to about 3,000 in minutes. So man, I'm asking y'all, man. Y'all go support these two young brothers.
Yes, sir.
They two young brothers, and I'm actually down here with a 24-year-old teacher by the name of Mr. Wallace, who got me down here, so we can do this, man. So the FYE100 podcast, y'all make sure y'all support that.
Man, so on that note, man, we're gonna get out of here once again. Thank you so much.
I forgot about me right now.
Yeah, you good.
You got your own
we good now. Is there anything you wanted to plug before we got up out of here?
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna end with this, man. And I mainly want to say this to them OG niggas. If you truly love what you say you love, why don't you go back and make a difference where you say you love? And if you consider yourself a true leader, a leader is someone what homie over here is doing. I asked him, have you ever cheated? And he said, nah, I'm a stand-up man. He's a very peculiar kind of black man, very distinctive, one that we should acknowledge. That's a man who's trying to work on self-improving himself. That's what a leader do, homie.
Yes, sir.
A leader is a man who focuses on self-improvement. And in the process of self-improving himself, he make the people around him better.
That's what I call a real high value man. Yeah. So y'all look, on that note, we gonna wrap this up for your guy Tez the Fire.
Your boy CJ 100.
We are
Charleston White, man. We gone.
So look, as y'all seen how that interview ended. And look, behind the scenes time, we got up from that table
We look behind us. It was guys in tears. This ain't no bullshit. Y'all seen how 100 we keep it with y'all. And it's a reason why we do that. We got to let y'all know that this what we stand on 24/7. It was brothers back there in tears from that sit down, that interaction between him and CJ. Because what was happening there is what a lot of young black men look for. Me, myself. Y'all didn't see this, but I mentioned, like, I never met any of my grandfathers. So it was a generation that I completely missed. And when he was spitting the game, I felt like for a minute I might have had it. So that back and forth was everything that we wanted and everything we needed to come for the end of that podcast. It was great. And even after the fact, we walked downstairs, we walked him to his car, walked the crew down. Y'all, we stood outside. It was sprinkling outside. We stood outside 20, 30 minutes talking. Him bigging us up. His people bigging us up. Man, I can come down here and, man, help y'all grow this channel. Y'all some stand-up brothers. Y'all what this community need. And y'all, we don't got to lie about this. We showed you everything you need to see. It's more that I can show you. But y'all, this is why we so disappointed in what happened after all of that. Because we thought that we built something. We thought that we got a chance to see Charleston White, the man, not the character. And we want to work with the man, not the character. And it couldn't be done. And we gonna get to that. You muted, bro.
And what was crazy about the whole situation? You heard what he said at the end. He said, I was a leader and a peculiar black man, and I'm someone that people need to listen to, you know, all that stuff, right? And it's like he turned into the same black man that he said that is the issue in our community. He went and did the shit.
He kicked the fort.
He definitely
went
did.
And kicked the fort over.
Go ahead. Speak on this shit. I'm gonna pull the comments up now.
And like, that's the issue that we had. When CJ said it was personal, it was. What happened on that podcast episode wasn't the issue. Even though it was things we agreed with and things that we didn't, that wasn't the issue. It was what happened after that. That was really like, wait a minute, bro, you sat down and talked to us before, during, and after the podcast. We didn't have no ill will towards you. We wanted, as much as you said we wanted to grow, or you wanted to help us grow, we wanted you to help us grow. Right. You said you were gonna come down here every now and then and do an episode with us. We wanted that. Mm-hmm. But it's what happened after that. It was like, nah, bro, we can do what I say. And we have been ever since.
Bro. And I'm trying to find the exact comment. It was a lot, y'all. This video went crazy. Like, it got like 100,000 plus and like 500 comments. But
facts.
When we had this conversation with the brother, we really thought we was bridging that gap. That's what we thought. I don't know, bro. I just didn't appreciate the way he responded. So as I'm gonna show y'all, because I'm still looking for it. But I'll go ahead and tell you what happened as I look for it. Hey. So you know, our comment section was full of Charleston White dick riders. Let's just be real. Who really didn't listen to understand. They were just there to listen for Charleston White, which is why we say at the FYE100 podcast, we don't want fans. We only want supporters and people that believe in what we're doing and believing in the message. Because once you become a fan, you start doing stuff like taking shots at people you don't even know. And a guy came in the comment section and was like, I pray to God, something like that, I hope this man never gets custody. So I commented back and, you know, said what I had to say to him. And he was like, you know, you were out of line, and I was like, well, you know, Charleston was outlandish. And we just showed y'all the podcast. You let us know if you agree or not. Because you saw the deflection, you saw the changing of the goalposts, you saw the cutting off, you saw the demonstrative body language and looking at me as he was trying to take a shot at me for sure. It was no doubt about it. And if you don't see it on camera, well, we saw it in person. Take our word for it, because where we lied at so far.
Facts.
You can take it from there, too.
And anybody that done heard us tell this story, anybody that done watched this, anybody that was in them comment sections know that, bro, we stood on what we said and we learned from it. That's another thing that's another thing that you didn't see, that you didn't hear. The conversation that me and CJ had after that, the things that we stopped doing after that, not letting just anybody come on the FYE100 podcast. Yep. These was all lessons that we learned. And that's why even after all of that stuff, bro, we didn't take that as a loss. We was like, bro, we learned so much from this. We needed this to happen. That's the difference between guys that do this for clout and money and guys that do it to spread a message. To spread, we need more men in their children's lives. We need women to stop being single mothers and become wives. It all meshed together. And in that comment section, it was toxic. Them weren't people. We had a couple of folks in there like, man, this was a good conversation. Two young brothers speaking to an OG. We had some of that. But more than anything, we had, this brother was emotional. Dude in the red hat didn't really say nothing why he was here. And this is the thing that I wanted to admit. Me and Brink TV had a conversation after this podcast. And he saluted me. He was like, bro, you point guarded the hell out of this episode. You want to know what I felt like I did? I felt like I ran. I felt like I hid. Because I was starstruck to an extent. And it was the fact that, like I said, I looked at this man as a figure that I could learn something from because I didn't have my grandfathers there. So I started taking everything that he said as truth until I snapped out of it. And that's when he started talking about wives and all that other stuff. He was like, bro, nah, I can't do this with you because what you doing is making a clip. What we doing is spreading the message. And like CJ said, when you start to muddy the waters, we can't do that because people value what the FYE100 podcast say, regardless of what been said and what was said in them comment section. You can see the impact that we have, and it's gonna keep growing. Facts.
So I'm gonna pull up some of them. I think that junk got deleted or something because it was some language used in there by other people. I didn't never do it, but it was definitely some language in there, right? So just want to show some things, right? Because I want to show the positive too, right? Let's go. So before I even do that, Charleston ended up making not a reaction video, but I guess he finally got the time to go look at, the comment section and all this stuff after everything went down. And he saw what I said and he made a video about it. He was harping on the outlandish comment that I made, right?
Facts.
And what was funny about that was you had people in the comment section saying he, raped women, people saying he was a crackhead, people saying that he was a snitch. We didn't address any of that in the comment section.
Zero.
Didn't say nothing about it, didn't respond, didn't like it, nothing, because we wasn't there to do that. We were actually being respectful. Now, I'll say what I learned about it is to stay out the comment section for the most part. I learned that. But what I said was not out of line. It was the truth. No. And I didn't curse. I didn't call him out of his name. I just said he was being outlandish, which we just showed y'all he was. These are facts. We ain't got to make shit up on nobody. He was outlandish during that whole interview until the waters got calm and he could talk more as he wanted to talk. Because that was what the issue was. He even said it. And we will show y'all the video, but this guy has threatened to flag us before. So I can't even show you the video where he talked all this crap, right? And after that happened, he told everybody to go unfollow us. So you had people coming in the comment section, and this will we'll go to the comment section now. All right. So, you know, some of this stuff is foolish way of thinking. Let's see. Speak that language, player. I'm loving it. Keep flowing your positive message. Okay, let's see. Jesus Christ is the answer to all these questions. Yeah. Damn, it's a lot of them, bro.
I forgot how many. Like, y'all, this was so overwhelming at the time, bro. Like, we had never got this type of comment. Like, and it was like, for it to be as big as, y'all, let me make this clear why CJ still looking. This video was at like 109,000 videos. I mean, 109,000 views. And we pulled it down.
Yep.
We said this before, we could still be making money off this video right now.
Facts.
But the goal was to, hey, let's re-strategize. Let's pull this video down because we need to figure out what we did wrong, what we can do moving forward so we don't end up in another situation like this. We learn from it. That was the idea.
So one of his fans, Charleston White, was upset at this interview. I see why. The energy with old boy was bad. He gave y'all a free interview because dude asked him. And bro, what's so funny about that? We showed him deflecting and trying to change shit. So what I'm supposed to do, just sit there and let that go? Every single time? I let a lot of it go. But I'm a man, goddammit. You know, I believe in what I believe in. I stand on principle just like he claimed he do. I'm not going for that shit, bro. And you had people coming in the comment section, bro, just disrespectful, bro. Calling me emotional.
Bringing my wife up.
Right.
Like, y'all, while CJ scrolling, let me give y'all a little bit more backstory. When he did his 2 diss videos about us, he mentioned my wife. He mentioned that I wasn't the man of the house. My wife wear the pants. This brother don't know shit about me. This what I'm saying. He made this personal. We could have kept it. We could have kept it. This interview went on. But when you bring my family up in some, and bro, I never spoke a bad word about you. In the interview, I did disagree with you on some shit. But bro, I never was demonstrative with Charleston. Like, y'all, the video up now. You can watch it from beginning to end.
We ain't gonna keep it up long, but yeah.
True that. But the point is, even if you was disappointed in the way that it went, you had my number, brother.
Mm-hmm.
You could have called me. See, that's what a real man would have did. He would have said, hey, brother, what happened? That's what,
Come on.
See, y'all.
Come on.
Age don't make you a real man, bro. I got more respect for CJ than I ever have for Charleston. And he half of his age. And that's because I didn't seen CJ handle problems as a man. I didn't seen CJ be in the wrong and say, brother, I was wrong. Let's get this back going. I have been the guy that had to say, bro, I was wrong. Let's get this right. And for, I don't know how old his brother is, but for an older gentleman, he couldn't do that, and he had my phone number. He could have got in touch with the teacher that got him out here and said, brother, I want to sit down and talk with them brothers and figure out. We reached out to try to fix it. We reached out. I text this man numerous times. I called him, left voicemail. And y'all, when the man called me back, we didn't talk. This brother yelled, cussed me out, and hung up in my face in 2-3 minutes. And that was the end of that.
Yep. And look at this comment here. This dude on the left keep making every topic about him. SMH, we don't care about that shit. Let's look at some of this, right? Let the nigga in the beanie is emotional. You don't need to do interviews. Everything is not about you. Damn. Everything he said, you got in your feelings. like we said, we didn't make it clear, but this was a podcast, not an interview. It just became that, right? So that's on us. But Tez, did I yell? Did I touch him? Did I threaten him? Everything I did was challenging his position. And he was constantly moving the goalposts, and I called him on that shit. If that makes me emotional, I'll take it. But I ain't no bitch. I ain't bowing down to no motherfucking man. You bleed just like I bleed, my nigga. You had a family, I got one. You in my house. This podcast was at my house. Nah. So fuck what these folks was talking about. But this is what we saying, bro. But look, bro, and the black-headed emotional brother. I feel like, I don't know. I think I see why he divorced. Ain't Charleston getting divorced right now?
But what did that have to do with the interview? Like, see, this, like you said, bro, this the difference between, this why we don't want fans, bro. We don't want y'all in the comment sections fighting people. We don't want y'all in the comment section feeling like y'all got to defend us. We two grown damn men. We can defend ourselves. We don't need y'all for that. What we need y'all to do is share the podcast. Support the podcast. Let your family and friends know when we going live. Let them know when we done dropped a new episode. Discuss the new episode. That's what we need y'all to do. But you see, this is what happened when you have people that believe what you say, no matter if it's right or wrong. It's a reason why I was so disappointed with the way this went, y'all. Yep. I thought we could do something for real. I thought we could really build something. On the video, he said he thought we was his friends. Bro, we ain't never claimed to be no friend. That was just so funny to me, bro. Like, bro, we never
pulled the baby mama move.
He did. He tried to play the victim, bro. And a little bit more background. I ended up talking to, through this person, I ended up talking to that teacher that he addressed. And he was upset about the outlandish comment. Out of everything, that outlandish was what sent him off. And like CJ said, was this brother not outlandish? Nah.
And outlandish what pissed him off, quote unquote, right? Sir, during this whole podcast, I challenged you. I called you out on things. Was my energy different in the comment section? See, that's what I'm saying. And this is how we're gonna tie in the T.I. and Boosie and T.I.'s son and Boosie's son, because he is what you call an agitator. What he does is he finds an issue and he capitalizes off of it. That's what he does.
Yep.
In his mind, he might have thought he was throwing us an alley-oop. But what he didn't understand is we don't fucking move like that. We don't. If we got an issue, it's because we got an issue. We're not faking it for views. We're not doing none of that goof ass shit. And what's so sad, man? Because y'all go. I put the video in the comment section. Go look at some of them comments. I had to relook at it. Most of it was support until he made them two lives disrespecting us. Then all his little fans and little cronies and little ass kissers came over here talking shit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And I responded to a lot of them. Well, not a lot of them, but I responded to enough of them where I realized, and Tez had to pull me to the side, like, bro, chill. You know what I'm saying? This is what they do. So that, even, just to bring up somebody in this space, that's what I was trying to tell a little podcast. Like, bro, they gonna do that. You're gonna have to accept it or get off of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So that was one of them. I learned by a guy that pulls billion of views. Like, this is a guy that he's a marketing genius. He's a big name in our American society. And that's who I was battling. And I still had to learn to stop. This guy shat on us, bro. At least he tried to. But see, we didn't feed into the bullshit. We didn't give him what he wanted. We only responded now because we sat down and we thought about this, bro. And looking at what's going on with T.I. And it's like, this is not okay, bro. I get your message, but it's getting lost in your antics. You will be in the same niggas you complaining about.
Facts.
Come on.
Like, bro, this, y'all, we could have capitalized on beefing with Charleston White. We could have. But like CJ said, the message is more important. The reason why we decided to tie this in with the Boosie and T.I. thing is because his message, we with that. They could have been better fathers. We know that.
Right.
I can be a better father. CJ can be a better father. Everybody that's in the chat, that's a man, can be a better father. But like CJ said, when your antics outweigh the message, folks ain't watching you to hear you preach.
Facts.
They watching you to see what dumb shit you finna do next.
Facts, bro. Like, that's all it is, bro. They trying to see what you gonna do next.
And they gonna laugh. They gonna cheer because you doing exactly what them OG, them old niggas that you was talking about. You doing them exact same thing. That's where we lost the respect for Charleston White. That's where we lost the respect even for this situation that happened between us. Because it wasn't about the message. It was about the antics. And bro, as much as your points can be validated when it comes to some stuff, you lost the respect of two men that day. Do you care? Maybe not. But for us, two men that's real, that's transparent, that can come and say, we did an interview with Charleston White, we went back and forth with him, and we ain't asked for, we ain't come and do this for no money. That's what I define as the difference between guys that do this for clout, do this for money, and guys that do it for a message. Your message done been lost, brother. Men want to see you make Soldier Boy more than they care about your message. They want to see you in a celebrity fight with T.I. instead of listening to your message. We'll never be that. Because if we had the message that we giving a lot of young brothers and a lot of young women, it's a lot of mistakes that we wouldn't have made, that we had to make because we didn't have that. So for you to be an older guy and follow that same path of them guys that you criticized on our own damn podcast, you lost a lot of respect. And this me person, this Ted Defy speaking as a man, my respect was gone. And CJ said that he went back and forth. I was like, fuck him. Because, bro, I'm not finna go back and forth with somebody that I don't got no respect for. You gotta mean something to me that I'm gonna go back and forth. After he made them two videos, dissing CJ, dissing his spot, dissing me, dissing my wife, bro, I ain't got no respect for you. And if I ain't got no respect for you, bro, I ain't spending no energy on you. So I wash my hands like Pilate did when they crucified Jesus. I don't want nothing to do with you. And that was that on that for me.
And bro, for me, like, when this whole situation happened, you remember when we saw the lives, we was like, damn, what the fuck happened? And then
Facts.
The second we was like, all right, what did we do wrong? We don't want to offend this brother. We want to mend whatever issues we may have, because we really looked at it like, damn, like we really rock with him. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, we embraced for 30 minutes in the rain. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, and Tez was like, damn, let's reach out to him. So Tez calls him, texts him, no response, and he finally calls him back. And he cusses my partner out and hangs up in his face like a bitch. Now, Tez didn't say that, I said it. That was a bitch move, Charleston White. Feel how you want to feel about it. That was a bitch move. You talk about these internet ass niggas all the time. You an internet ass nigga. What did you do instead of calling our phone? You went to the internet, my nigga. I have no respect for them type of moves, because you had his line. And if you had us lost his number, you knew everybody. You could talk to anybody in our city that was connected to that whole situation. And you disrespected that school in Memphis. We won't say the name, but we know what you did. And I ain't even gonna speak on what you did, because you've already spoke on it. Like, that ain't my issue. I wash my hands with that. But you know, after we did this today, bro, we done with it. You know what I'm saying? That's how we move. Bro, I don't think y'all understand. We move like men. We're not with the back and forth. We're not with the beefing. So all you little cronies, you little suck ass niggas that kiss Charleston ass, stay up out of our comment section, bro. Cause you're not getting no response, no way. You're gonna get blocked. We ain't with the fuck shit, man. That's all I gotta say. So, man, we can goddamn wrap this shit up.
Look, bro, my final word on this: the FYE100 podcast always gonna be the FYE100 podcast. Don't no guest changers. Don't no niggas in no comment section changers. We are who we are because we went through these experiences for real. We ain't acting. We ain't playing. And that's how it's gonna be from when we blow up to when we fall down again. That's never gonna change. At the end of the day, for me, bro, I'm happy that we decided to do this after so much time passed by, because it's back to it again. What we say all the time, on the Cincinnati.
On the Cincinnati, man. Look, I dropped the link. If anybody want to just kind of come speak on what they saw, we'll give y'all about 5 minutes and then we're gonna get up out of here. But I'm telling y'all, bro, like, we stood on, y'all have to understand this. We stood on 10 when it benefited us financially more to be with the bullshit. So when we, cause bro, y'all might not realize we're rising, bro. In our city, we're a household name as a podcast. We got people reaching out to us to do interviews, all type of shit. But we stand on business. We're going to do what makes sense for our brand. If you ain't with our brand, if you ain't represent what we represent, hey, no harm, no foul, but we can't rock with you.
Thanks.
We learned that from Charleston. Charleston did us a favor. And he mentioned, I did this for free. Why would you say that? He mentioned how my house was raggedy. Nigga, I got a $1,100. At the time I was in a $1,100 apartment, 2-bedroom with vaulted ceilings and a huge dining room. Stop playing, bro. You went at my man. You went at my man's character and him as a husband and a father. You went at him, and this nigga got a house in Olive Branch. If y'all don't know what that's at, y'all will understand how expensive it is and how my boy been shouldering the load as a father and a man from day one since I met him. And we don't rock with that shit, bro.
Facts.
We don't. You waited till you left Memphis a couple months down the line and you made that response because you wanted to capitalize off the fact that you was in Memphis and you talked some shit after you left.
And bro, I promise this is my last point.
You good, bro?
You went on the dignity of us not changing our message. Y'all, this ain't the only time that we ran up against controversy or people wanting to change our message. Well, we made a decision as two brothers to say no. We had $1 million company reach out to us and say, look, we want to work with y'all. We gonna give y'all own show, but you gotta tone it down. Me and CJ looked at each other and was like, no, thank you. And we walked up out that motherfucker because we not saying this because we trying to big each other up. We letting this audience know, everybody that's gonna see this, and I think it's gonna do pretty good. The FYE100 podcast stand on business. We don't change the message for money, for your wife, for your sister, for our wife, for our sisters. Nothing changes. The message stays the same. You either with it or you not. That's all I got, bro. I'm done.
So I see y'all chilling. So y'all ain't got to come up. We really was trying to just do this ourselves anyway. And my final thoughts, bro. Hit the cash out. You know what I'm saying? Support the show, man. Shout out to Ricky Webster for always donating every time he come through. I appreciate you for that, brother.
Yep.
And yeah, bro, we stand on business. So my final thoughts is, dude got a good message, but you know, Hitler had a good message too. A great orator. Jesse Jackson, we know what he is. Great speaker, can captivate a crowd. But what is his real intentions? What is his life shown you? There's not a hit piece on Charleston, bro, but you shown yourself to be nothing more than the biggest troll we've ever seen.
Facts.
And I'm gonna leave it at that. So on that note, for your guy CJ100,
your guy Tez the Fire,
we are
the FYE100 podcast.
You dig. You want to take one of these calls?
We still like. Oh, I thought it was the back chat, boy.
Yeah, I did too, but I seen people pop in. Y'all want to take a couple calls?
I about to say it was. I was just about to head down, bro.
All right, well, I'll take them.
All
right, my boy. Marcus, what up, bro?
What up, CJ, bro? What up, Tez? Shout out to y'all, man.
Yeah, Tez had to go take care of family business, so.
Yeah,
well,
I feel you, bro.
We'll give you some final thoughts. What's going on? What you think about what you saw?
I saw a lot of contradiction, a lot of hypocrisy on the standpoint when you called it out. I thought that was fair. I think it's important that us as men, we stand on the principle and the moral and the boundary and show some respect, especially if you're in someone else's house.
Right.
So I agree with you 1,000%. And like I said in the chat, I got your back, you and Ted. So you got a supporter here, not a fan. Support and respect. So that's the difference. And I like that you said that, because a lot of people that when they blow up or they get famous, they stop looking at them as supporters and start looking at them as fans.
Yep.
And I think that's, you gotta always remember where you came from. And I remember you shared what you just shared earlier. You said you used to live in a certain situation, used to be, and you got out of there, you moved up, you scaled up, you put in the work. So twice the respect. So that's what I want to tell y'all. And, I got your back. And, so certain things I heard from the people about Charleston White, and it just, at one point I thought, okay, he has a right to his perspective.
Yeah.
But then there's a difference between having perspective and being disrespectful and being disingenuous and then being contradictory. So he contradicted himself and he was hypocritical. So I stand on what I said about him on that. So respect to y'all.
Appreciate you, bro. Lou, what you got, bro?
Man, this was hard to watch. This was hard to watch because I know what you and Tez are about personally. And this is not about Charleston White. This is about how humans perceive other humans based on an interaction without knowing the full context of someone whatsoever. And so I am not going to throw any shade at all because I respect the platform. All I want to say is thank you, CJ, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, Tez, from the bottom of my heart. You guys have my full support now and always. And, if I see something that I deem incorrect, I will call it out just as you guys will call it out on my phone, right?
Yep.
On my phone. See, this is about depth, not width. And I say this all the time. Your podcast has an intrinsic value to people. People want you. I'm going to say this and I'll end. People will want you to be at their funerals. And that there is more important than anything else. Because that's impact.
That's what we're about, bro. Having true impact, man. I appreciate you coming up, Lou, man. Always much love, and I appreciate the support, man. You and Marcus, bro. All right, Drilly. What up, bro? I muted you.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, what was he pissed off about?
So
first of all, where's Tez Defy? Where Tez at with a thick ass accent?
My boy, a family man, man. He got
yeah. He got a baby to take care of.
Yeah, but
well, he ain't here. See you, Tez.
So basically, what happened, bro? After that podcast was over, a couple months later, he went in our comment section and he saw a comment I made. Now, I couldn't find this shit because I think it got flagged or something like that. But the guy was like, I'm glad CJ didn't have custody of his kids, custody of his child. So I commented back, of course, and I was like, bro, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. You was like, well, you was arguing the whole time. I said, bro, dude deflected the whole time, every time I had something to say. And I said he was being outlandish. The word outlandish is quote unquote what pissed Charleston off. For him to go make 2-hour-long videos disrespecting me and him. And I was gonna play that, but I mean, he's already threatened to flag us, but even though he couldn't for our content, but he threatened to flag us. So I know we play his shit, he gonna flag us because he did the live himself. So he got mad and disrespected us to the utmost because I said he was outlandish, which he was, and I was in his ass the whole podcast. So it ain't like I changed my energy.
No, it seemed to me like I was just asking questions. Like that's what I took from it. You were just asking questions. You know what I mean? And then you responded to another comment and you said he was being outlandish.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he could have called you up and asked you, what do you mean by that?
Facts.
Why didn't you just do that?
We called him and he didn't answer at first. Then he called Tez back, yelling, cursing, and then hung up in Tez's face.
Well, what did he say?
I don't know. You got to ask Tez.
See, this one Tez ain't. See, Tez, this is fucked up, man. Y'all niggas being outlandish. I got questions, and Tez ain't here to answer them. Unacceptable.
Yeah.
And outlandish, insubordinate, and churlish.
Mm-hmm.
Say it in the way y'all understand. Churlish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. God damn, dude. I mean, he just flew up the handle like that. Drinking it. Yeah, you like what I pour in that cup? Hennessy. Okay. Ain't nobody ever see me drunk. Okay, but he's drinking on camera. You're drinking on camera, man. I mean, we see you drunk. Clearly you are, because you'll ask him, like, y'all will ask him a question, and he start talking about something completely unrelated.
Bro.
I'm just like, that's why I was like, I dropped the comment, like, the fuck's he talking about? The thing is, I finally put that in the comment section because he had been, as y'all played it, he had done that the entire time.
Entire time, bro.
Like, I was like, what's that actually got to do with anything? I had gotten in my car, went and got something to eat, came back, sat down here and ate. I'm not listening to this broadcast the whole time, CJ. Listening to it the whole time while I'm running, going to get something to eat, came back, sat here, ate, sat down, fixed a plate, ate, cleaned up, and the whole night. And the whole time I'm looking for him to answer one question. Just what?
He had one part where he wanted to quote the statistics of black boys being, you know, more likely to be in prison, yada, yada, yada. And so when I brought up stats about another argument where I was saying, you know, there are more mothers that delete their children than fathers, he was like, well, I don't want to talk about stats. I'm talking about what God said. But
you just wanted to bring up stats, though.
Outlandish.
Now you don't want to talk about stats? So what it appears to, and I'm not claiming that he is. This is not a claim. So if he sees this broadcast, Charles White, no, I'm not making a declaration. I'm telling you what it looks like. It looks like he has a narrative that he wants to either spin or portray to the public. And whenever there's someone who comes to the contrary, he goes left or changes the topic or just talk about something else.
Right.
You know what I mean? In other words, deflect.
Exactly.
So I mean, I'm not saying that I'm not saying that he's doing it on purpose or nothing. I'm just telling you what I saw.
Right.
All I can do is tell you what I see. If I'm wrong, hey, have him make a video and tell me I'm wrong and to explain to me how I'm wrong. That's what how old is that fella?
I think Charles is about 50.
50? Okay, then he's older than me. Yeah. I mean, but the thing is, that's what people who are older are supposed to do. We're supposed to teach. And so, if a younger guy challenges you, that's in the nature of a young male, right. Not just a young boy, a young male of all species, all species in the animal kingdom. It is in the nature of the young to challenge the old, you know, the generation that came before.
Right. Now,
the generation before, it's our responsibility to tame you. Because when you're young, you're full of fire.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? This expression, young, dumb, full of cum. Yeah,
bro,
it's our
he even
job, huh?
He even said at the end, I don't know if you caught the end of the interview, but he was telling me, you know, this young man is a leader. He's a peculiar black man. He stands on principle. I asked him if he ever cheated on his wife. He said, no, this is a young man we need to listen to and follow. Then you didn't like a comment of outlandish, and all of a sudden I'm a bitch ass nigga, yada, yada, yada. And it's like, you're the problem, bro.
Yeah, because just his response to it, like you guys said, turned him into the very thing that he himself said our community doesn't need.
Facts.
You know, and I don't know if he realizes that or not, or if he cares.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that he's in the public like this, and people look to him for advice and counsel and guidance, he now has to watch his conduct.
Facts.
I'm not saying he has to be a bitch. I'm not saying he has to be soft, but he does have to monitor how he moves in the streets, in these streets these days.
And I've been saying this for the longest, and I get Charles in there, bro. He not gonna make it. He's doing too much. You know, what he did to us was mild, but that's why it hit me, because it was like after I saw this T.I. and Lil Boosie situation.
Yeah, I don't know what he said. How can he have a problem with Boosie?
Dude, just I love
Boosie. Not pause, not on the gay shit, but hey,
Boosie, I fuck with Boosie.
I fuck with Boosie heavy. You know what I'm saying?
And this nigga said, this is why I said this man is the biggest troll we've ever seen, because he doesn't really stand on anything. But go ahead, Charles. What you got on it, bro?
Yeah, how you mad at Boosie though?
Yeah, but the Charleston White, man, you know, it's hard to believe. It's been a whole year from that podcast, man. But
yep,
that right there, for one, he not man enough to even come to y'all correctly and talk to y'all after the fact. You go up, hide behind your little podcast and run your mouth like you just so mighty and headstrong. He shouldn't have been that way. He should have done it in a grown older man way instead of being a little child.
Yeah.
You know, and then, you know, I remember back when y'all talked about that and I heard the podcast, I was like, wow, he real deal have a vendetta against y'all, you know, for what he was saying and how he was coming at y'all. Almost like it was an interview instead it was a podcast.
Right.
So it's almost like you just want to get on there and show your ass.
Yep.
That's what I got from it. And then the whole thing of, you know, I mean, all our grandparents, grandfathers done said it. Even our daddy done said it. The hell, you can. And
I'm dropping the video of his response. If y'all want to watch it, it's in the comment section now. Well, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, but they, you know, it's, you know, when he said that we, you know, all men cheat. I mean, our grandfathers have said that. Our grandparents, our daddies done said that, but don't make it right. Don't make it right. He made it seem like it was cool to do that, and it's not.
But he care about the black community, right?
No, that's he full of shit. That's what I see.
He's a character. He said it himself, but he tries to sell it like I'm a character for certain situations, and I turn it off. And I sort of get that, because I said it overall. The interview was a good interview, and I call it an interview now because apparently that's what it was. It's really a podcast, but whatever. That's semantics. But I mean, it was a good podcast, bro. And for him to go the way he did because of a comment of outlandish, it was like, nah, bro, you just had a vendetta from the beginning. Because you saw how that one scene where he was looking at me and doing a little. I'm like, nigga, who you
he
talking
rolling
to?
his neck. He rolling his neck in the interview. To be honest, CJ, this is my first time seeing that YouTube video. I done heard the podcast.
Yeah.
You know, through Apple. All we ever done was on the Apple. Right. Me seeing this is like a whole different mindset of seeing how his agenda and mindset was. Yep. Like you was on some old, I'm finna beat another black man down on his podcast, and CJ, you held that gent down. And Ted, he was point guard. He did right. Just by
I showed that nigga quick, because when I asked him, I said who? Because he's like, I'm just saying. Now before I asked him who, he was looking me in my eyes doing that neck movement. When I challenged it, he was looking away.
Yeah, he turned his head. He looked down like a coward. I was like, what? If you such a man, you look this man in the eye at all times and tell him what you think. But when you ran back at him, that sucker looked down like man, he bitched up like, no. If you were so headstrong about it, run back at him. That was simple. But he didn't do that. That right there would set me off towards how he was from that point on.
He copped the plea.
Yeah, it's like he bagged down. No, if you felt that strong about your points of
stand on that shit.
Stand on it no matter what. No matter if you wrong, you still stand on it. Just because that lion challenged that lion and that lion bagged down, that means now that lion should be put down because some fact you back down.
You can't lead the pride, my nigga. But
no,
I'm gonna give y'all.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna give y'all some final thoughts because I'm gonna wrap it up. But final thoughts, Mandrell, and I'll get your final thoughts too, Charles.
All right.
Mandrell, lift your big head ass up.
So what now?
I know it look like you sleep.
What you want?
Final thoughts, ugly.
Oh, I was looking at that interview. Listen, bottom line is there's a better way to handle a discrepancy or difference of ideas, whatever the case may be. If you got a problem with somebody, you don't air it out in public, especially when you have a way to contact those people directly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, he's a grown man. He can handle it however he wants to handle it. Fair enough. That's him. But that ain't the way grown men handle shit. Especially if you're an elder. You're supposed to be more responsible to that.
Facts.
Call them guys. Check them. You know what I'm saying? Because they're still trying to come up.
Yep.
And him going public like that could have hurt y'all.
Yep.
Now, why would you want to stop another two black men from being able to feed their families?
Come on.
I mean, it's one thing if you felt hurt or disrespected. That's one thing. But you taking money out of their families' mouths and money out of these boys' pockets, that's fucked up.
Yep.
You're now a part of the problem.
Yep.
Yeah,
no need to take it that far over some shit in the comments. There's no need to take it that far. But handle it how you want to handle it. There's thoughts from me. You take it that far, you're now a part of the problem.
Facts. Appreciate you, bro.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
All right, bro. All right, Charles. Final thoughts.
Yeah, man. I just, I'm glad y'all did this podcast, and I understand that y'all didn't want to do it because it was beneath y'all. What this man has did is underneath y'all, no matter what. But my final thoughts is this right here. If he was man enough to get on there and run his mouth the way he did, he should have been man enough to call y'all on the phone and have a legit conversation, and he didn't. So now you just etched out of real grown men conversations for now on. You in the past, you left behind, man. And that's all I got on it, bro.
All right, bro. I appreciate you for coming through, Charles. Matter of fact, you stay in the background because I'm gonna give you moderator controls back here so you can pull up comments and all this shit. So just stick around for a second.
Okay, bro.
All right. So look, that's all I got. Shout out to Mel and Miria. Our biggest female supporter, got so much love for you. And we're gonna keep doing what we're doing. Niggas ain't stopping shit. You already know how I'm getting down. But yeah, I said everything I had to say. So for real, this time we're gonna wrap this thing up. I appreciate everybody for coming through. I appreciate everybody for showing support. And like I said, I left the comment section full of the full interview we had and what he did afterwards. So if you want to check it out, that's on you. But we, from this day forward, we're not talking about Charleston White. Fuck him. No, let me not say that. I ain't gonna even say fuck him. I'm gonna say, let me say this. I am gonna say fuck him, but I'm gonna say it in the sense that you non-existent to me, bro. To keep doing what you're doing, but we ain't rocking with the bullshit like that, bro. We stand on real man bidding. We ain't switching up for nothing. That's all I got.
Two G's.